Stream is starting soon.
I first need to hear if we're even live.
Oh, I thought we already ran that test.
We're good. Well, then I just didn't. I started fuck with everything. So.
He said the fuck word.
He's made a YouTube video. They're not gonna flag us yet. They might flag us.
They won't flag. They might flag us.
It's very possible. All right.
Welcome. Sorry. Sound. Welcome back to the Album Book Club. We are reviewing a band submission. We'll call it a band submission from our friends at Bug Moment. If you have not checked out when they submitted it, go check out our Bug Moment interview. It's pretty chill. All right, this album is The Devil Faces My Old Friends Beneath Me by Heccra. It came out on Halloween back in 2015. This is a decently old album. I think it's the newest album as well.
It is.
And I'll be honest, it is kind of hard to find information about this album on the interwebs. But it is labeled as like post-hardcore, experimental rock, easycore, mathcore, and emo. I would say definitely leans into that emo by like a mile. Sorry, you guys can't hear it, but there is noises going on, and it's terrifying. It fits for this album. Yeah, I think we should just get straight into it with our top three. My top three songs are Part Deadwords, Koala Bear, and Biker Ride Eyes. I've totally butchered
Bike
that.
Rider Eyes.
Bike Rider Eyes, yeah.
I would like to know. There's only 9 songs in this album. How do we have completely different songs in the top 3?
Well, that means we've got 2/3 of the album covered.
That's true.
It's called subjectivity.
Yeah, that we usually have like one that's in.
Wait a
all of
minute.
them.
Can we span all 9 songs in just our top 3s?
Possible.
I highly doubt it, but
I'm not adding much to the
No.
equation.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think we can span all 9 songs with the bottom song included.
That maybe. But my top 3 songs were Fox, Cabin in the Attic, and The Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster.
My top 3: Koala Bear, The Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster, and Dreadwords, right? Dreadwords?
Is it Dread or Dead? I don't know.
It's Deadwords.
Dead
It's
words.
Deadwords. Sorry,
Isn't
emo
it Port
titles.
Dead Wards? Not
What?
Port Dead Words, because I think it's 3 separate words.
It's one word.
It's
No,
Or
Deadwords
it's
is one word.
it's
words
two
is one
words.
word.
oh,
Yeah.
I must have read it wrong. Huh, my bad.
Oh,
I guess I just can't read.
yeah, it's one word. Wow.
Um,
Port is its own word.
Yeah.
but-
We're really
Deadward.
not spanning all the songs on this because my top 3 songs were Koala Bear Fast Version. What even was the next one? Oh, yes, The Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster, and Fox.
What song didn't make it in their top 3s?
Cabin in the Attic.
that was in my number.
That was in his.
Oh.
Did
Then
we?
I
Roses
drop
for
acid
Darth
in my
Vader.
spooky Victorian
Yep.
house.
It was that one. Dang.
Let me check something real quick.
Wait, did Roses for Darth Vader make it?
Oh, that
No.
one too.
I think it was just
Oh
those
yeah,
two.
that one. It's crazy the first one you listed being something in my notes that we'll get to later, but I
It's
was like,
funny
I bet that's the one.
because we'll get to the bottom song, which is "Cabin in the Attic."
I'm up next, aren't I? My bottom song was Pot Dead Words. Port Dead Words. I have it written wrong on my fucking list.
Pot Edwards. My bottom song is Koala Bear Fast version. I'm coming after Steven this time.
That was a cop out answer.
Oh yeah, and
It
by the
was.
way, Album Book Club viewers, we got wide camera.
We got
yeah,
wide
wide
cam.
cam.
Announce the white cam.
Someone's mic cord is rough.
Is it mine?
Is it mine? Wait.
I had to stop because I knew we were
Is
all
it
going
mine?
to
We'll
ask
figure it
is
out.
it mine simultaneously.
You said your bottom song.
Yeah, my bottom song is Koala Bear Fast version.
Mine was Bike Ride Eyes.
Do we all have a bottom song that's in somebody else's top 3?
Think so. That's
This is where we're spanning the album on this.
Wow.
One.
Yeah.
all right. Well, we are gonna kind of switch up how we do this, and turn it more into a discussion, less of a Steven gets screwed because he took the same notes as all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start with the
What?
first song on the album, "Roses for Darth Vader." I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, I'm the one who announced this shit today. I gave Roses for Darth Vader a 6.5 out of 10.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.2 out of 10.
All right.
Interesting.
I'll start this off. We know where it's going. Production. Not to say it's terrible for the size. Heccra is a relatively small size compared to some others we've listened to, obviously, like Metallica and Paramore. So not comparing there. But even compared to some of like an almost more equal size, it just seems like there's a lot of bass and needs trimmed back a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The bass really muddies up and like blows out a lot of other stuff. I think like the vocals across this entire album got super muddied out by the amount of bass here, and the only time that you can really hear them is like the slower songs. And you'll notice like in my top 3, like that's when those 3 like slowish, like the songs with the most slow parts are my
Mhm.
top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the same way. I don't even think I could tell you any lyrics off this song or this album, but that's honestly nothing new. I usually don't retain the lyrics after the first listen, but I couldn't tell you while I was listening to a lot of these songs what any of them were.
I mean, that's fair. I still thought, like, seeing past, I guess, the issues with production, that the vocals were still there. Honestly, the singer does a great job on all the songs on the album, and it was a great way to kick off the 20-minute long journey that is this album. Also, the breaks into like the halftime breakdowns, very typical for the genre, but I'm kind of a slut for that. So, give me all the halftime, baby. Oof.
I will say the lyrics threw me when I thought emo. I was not thinking like hardcore emo because there was some screaming in there. And don't get me wrong, I did not dislike it, and usually I do, but it threw me for a loop on first listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out there. I was shitting on it a little bit ago. I did not dislike this album at all, despite everything I just said.
Yeah, you will find we contradict ourselves the
I
entire
w-
show.
This one was almost my bottom song, this first one. I think it's this one specifically that got those notes.
Nah, fair.
I think it's some of them.
Alrighty, we'll move into the second song, "The Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster." I gave this one another 6 out of 10.
I also gave The Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster a 6 out of 10.
I give this one a 7 out of 10.
Gave us one a 7.7 out of 10.
Should probably switch back over to Steven.
Um,
I hit it.
I couldn't get into it for whatever reason. I don't know if it was when I listened to it in the morning, but I've listened to it since, and still just can't kind of like. It feels like it's one of those songs that's designed for you to mosh to, and I don't get that feeling, but also like I don't get that weird little awkward white guy toe tap you can do in the corner to it either. So it's just kind of I don't know how to feel about it, but it's not a bad song at all.
Yeah, I had similar thoughts, and I think I wrote down a couple of times that all of these would probably go crazy live, and it almost it parts sounded to me like this was a live recording or like from a concert that they just kind of recorded each instrument as they were played at the concert and threw it on the album.
Yeah, I can kind of get that vibe with like the production issues and everything, but I thought like this one was just kind of more hype than the first song. Like the first song for me, I thought it was good, but and I ended up getting it like a 6 out of 10. You know, it's just all right. This music isn't for me. I'm not the biggest fan of this music, but I can understand when a song is more hype than another. You know, this one sounds better in my eyes, or in my ears, I guess it would be. And it gives this like cool, like pseudo chaotic kind of vibe, swapping back and forth between the two styles. Thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I sort of got a slight Dinosaur Jr. vibe from this. I think it was more so the guitar than anything.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, what do you mean, Dinosaur
How do you
Jr.?
not know Dinosaur Jr.? That's utterly surprising to me.
The only
Damn,
dinosaur thing I know is Walk Like a Dinosaur.
I'm,
What?
I'm
That's
surprised
from
you
Ice
don't know who
Age.
Dinosaur Jr. is.
Steven,
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna back you on that. That's
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
All right, all I'm
I
hearing
guess-
is EP review, third Emmy.
Okay, I'll see if he has an EP. I don't actually know that.
Yeah, they were like an alternative band from the 90s, like early 90s, late 80s.
Okay, wait. When I think of 90s alternative, I think like Eve 6, 7, Mary 3, Third Eye Blind, that type shit. Is it that kind of alternative or like
No,
we talking like Linkin Park before Linkin Park was a thing?
No, they're like their own style. They're before like any of those guys.
Well, yeah, Linkin Park was late.
Well, late 90s, yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, nonetheless.
No EPs.
Damn. Guess we'll have to review an album.
Honestly, I thought the lead guitar was kind of like singing on this song. I really enjoyed the lead guitar on this. Just overall, I think it complemented everything really well.
I do think this was the best lead track on the album.
Also, of course, more of those halftime breakdowns. Love it.
Just a comment from Jessie here. She says that the mint that grows behind the dumpster is a bomb name for a song. And honestly, like the old school like Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy style, where it's like super long names that don't really mean
Yeah, it's
anything.
like
This
emo
is like a
genre.
very
Yeah, it's really
Midwest
cool.
emo thing because it makes no fucking sense, but it makes all of the sense.
True.
All right, we'll get into our third song, which is Fox. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I gave Fox a 7.5 out of 10, and I believe it was my top song.
I give Fox a 5 out of 10.
I gave Fox a 7.6 out of 10.
Oh my god. This one,
Yeah, fuck you.
eat my ass. All right. Anywho, this was one I could mosh to. I could get in there. I could fuck shit up. I don't even remember if this song was one that had a whole lot of breakdowns in it, or if it was just go the whole time. Because they all
It was
kind
go
of
the whole time.
go.
In this song?
I'm pretty sure,
No.
yeah.
No.
I think this was the one that had some like fucking
Yeah.
chonky breaks.
It had like the intro was a bit slower.
Oh yeah, I think pretty much like all the intros on these songs are slower.
Yeah.
Like
does
that was
not
kind of a
change
common
much.
theme throughout the album.
Roses for Darth Vader is definitely not a slower intro.
That one is not, but I think I think that's because it's
Most-
the launch of the album.
Yeah.
But most of the rest of them, I seem to remember. There's one that's even got like an acoustic lick in the beginning. It feels like,
yeah. I think.
and then
I
they go
forget which one
fucking
that is.
nutty. So is Heccra's just the one, right?
The one,
Just the
The
one
one
guy,
person?
the one person. Yeah,
as far as I know.
so as far as I could see,
Hey, there was only one person on the album cover.
that's true.
Oh,
Presume it's Heccra with a bunch of filters on, standing in a mask. But yeah, this is a mosh song. Go fucking nuts.
Raw.
Shit, I switched just in time for you to say that. I switched off you.
Rah.
But, yeah, this was the one where I could kind of look past the issues with production that we've all kind of talked about already. This one I can look past the most because I just really liked this song past anything that I found wrong with it.
This song just did not hit for me. I don't know what it was. I couldn't look past the issues with production for this one in particular. I don't know why. This one just irked me a lot more than the other songs. The muddiness of it, it just really got to me.
I don't know. I think this song, at least in my opinion, broke up like the monotony a little bit with the intro, just because I mean both Roses for Darth Vader and the Mint That Grows Behind the Dumpster were very like fast, and I think it needed that, I guess, as we're calling it now, like stereotypical almost sort of like slower intro in order to like ease the listener a little bit. So I feel like you can't really stay in the tension of this style for too long without starting to get tired of it. But nonetheless, this song also had really great guitar work. I don't know what they were doing in the stew, but they like Heccra is cooking, or was, I guess, because this was almost 10 years ago now.
God damn.
Cooking.
This is 9 years old.
Yes, that's crazy.
That's an insane amount of time for when this album came out.
God damn.
We're getting old.
No. Also, I think the production issues in this I didn't really catch because it just sounded like too much distortion, but it fit with the vocals.
I could hear it because in certain parts of this it became structured like what I'm gonna call a normal song with less chaos that this
Normal
album brings.
song. That's crazy.
This album brings a lot of chaos, and this song specifically I think has less of it than the rest, and it has almost like a song structure, which some of the ones on this don't have. But that was where I was really missing the vocals. They were turned down a little too. They were drowned out by everything a little too much, and on those parts I think they would have been, if you just turn it up a little bit on the vocals or turn the bass down a little bit, it would have made it. I think it would have been an 8.
Yeah,
to an 8.5.
I think I agree with you there. Like, if this song wasn't as muddy as it is, I would rate it like pretty high.
Yeah.
I just can't get over how muddy it is.
It is a common theme with the album, especially with AirPods. I noticed it peaked a lot. And I mean, we even heard it listening to speakers down here before the podcast where it just peaked. But that really just, I think it is just truly the bass is turned up too high. And that's a real easy fix. That's a slider.
Jesse asked if there's any interludes on the album. I don't believe there is. I don't
None.
believe there are.
This is a 20-minute album.
Yeah, this is
No
20
Yeah,
minutes
interludes.
long.
this was an EP area. This was almost a
Yeah.
worry for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into song number 4, which I had as the bottom song, Cabin in the Attic. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I gave Cabin in the Attic a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Gave it a 7.4 out of 10.
It lost me. It completely lost me. The first 3 songs, like, I would have had a hard time moshing to the first 2, but I guarantee it live, I would go hard for it. The third song, either way, I could do it. This one, I couldn't. I really just, I couldn't get into it. This was the problem I had that you guys had on the last one. There was too much production flaw. I couldn't hear half the song. Like, I couldn't hear any of the vocals at all through my AirPods. And I think that's just because, run-of-the-mill headphones are all bass boosted. But, yeah, we don't need that for right now.
Get it eventually.
But now we can't even hide it. The camera's always fucking going to see one of us walk over.
Yeah. Where were we?
Cabin in the Attic.
Somebody else's turn.
Somebody else's turn to talk. I really fucked with the intro of the song. Past that, it's really muddy. I could look past a little bit of it, but still, I have to give it some of its merit. I think I really fucked with the slower parts of this song. And I do appreciate that Heccra has a lot of variation in each one of these songs. The breaks from the really hard, go, go, go moments. It's really pleasant to listen to.
I do have to agree with Logan in regards to the production on this song, though, because the production did take me out of the song. However, at the same time, I got the vibe of, like, if I was going to show somebody a song that's like the quintessential example of emo music, this is probably like one of the first songs I'd show them. Maybe not like the first one, but definitely one of the first songs. It's just like everything about it is emo, but it also encapsulates that like the early 2000s sort of emo style, like late 90s, I guess, before it went to like Midwest emo. It's not like American football. It's almost closer to Silverstein, which is actually a comparison I made in the next song. But I'll talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah, this song, parts of it, and I think it's the parts that Carson was talking about liking the most, sounded like a song from one of my Song of the Day bands. I think it was 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3. The Worry Club sounds a lot like them, and I really liked those parts. But the vocals for this one, the styling in the vocals of this one were not for me.
It's rough. It's real
I
rough.
get it, and I know people who like it. It's not for me. I still like this. It was still my number 2 song, so the other half of that carried. So
Well, I actually have an interesting note about that in here from me. I said that without the like muddy, like faster parts of the song, it's an 8. It's up there for me. The slower parts of the song get like so many points.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I mean, other than that, other than the production issues, this was a great song. But I just wish that there could have been some more time either spent mixing and mastering the album, or that Heccra could have been able to get somebody who was better able to mix and master the album. If they did it themselves, then I mean, it was a good effort. But yeah, I think the song just, like I said, the production issues were hard to see past, but still a great song.
I will say, we shit on production an awful lot. Production is 100% subjective.
Yeah.
This is 100% someone's sound, and that's perfectly fine for them. That is exactly what this podcast is, though, a subjective look into these albums. And maybe you agree with us, or maybe you disagree, and we'd love to hear it.
I do have a note. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here, but it's that some of them it sounds like a design choice.
Mhm.
And if that is the case, then more power to you. But some of them, I can't wrap my head around that being a design choice.
This was one I think was not a design choice.
Yeah.
I think it was just a half a click too much. But we also, when we run even our music, we know the difference between 2 and 3, and it's wildly different. So it could be just that.
Because I think the first time I have the note is on Roses for Darth Vader. I'm like, this could very well be a design choice, and it's supposed to sound like this. And then the next 2 happened. I'm like, all right, that's probably just the sound. And then this one hit, and I was like, that does not sound as much like a design choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like halfway through the album, it feels like they really got their shit together at some points. You know, the slower parts about halfway through just start getting super good.
Keep talking,
Oh,
bro.
and,
You're on camera.
Jesse has said more stuff in the chat. She was like, mixing is difficult, so it's best to get some outside help, probably. I was like, yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
100%.
And maybe they have more experiences with house shows, and that could very well be a thing. Maybe Heccra is used to playing in some sort of house show setting,
Like
and isn't used to like the big old like,
basement
recording.
house show, or like
Oh yeah.
we're talking
Oh,
like
yeah.
like Bogart's house show.
No, we're talking about basement house show.
That is, this very much seems like it could have been recorded almost with a mic in front of the amp, but not like a Sennheiser. Like, you know, you had like an SM58. And don't get me wrong, not a bad mic. I've used them. Will use them again. But you don't record an amp through an SM58 unless you have to. Yeah, we'll move on to track number 5. I drop acid in my spooky Victorian house. And first of all, title, right back the fuck in. It's a fullback emo. It's a 7 out of 10. Sorry, forgot.
I gave this song a 6 out of 10.
I gave the song a 5 out of 10.
I gave this one a flat 7.
Heck yeah. All right, back to what I was saying. The title, it fucks. It goes hard. The rest of the song, I think, was back into that, like, I could get a groove for it. I could understand the purpose of it. It was get up, get loud, get hitty. and that's what it felt like.
This song is short. This song is really short. Name goes crazy. Song is like a minute and a half long. And because of that, it is my thumbs up emoji. It didn't have enough time to have any notes really. That was my only note, is that it was too short.
This one for me, lyrics are just noise, right? The lyrics in this one are just noise. They aren't really there. They're so blown out. They're just noise. It's not something that I can really get into. Get up, get punchy, like get rowdy music. Like I can get into some harder stuff, but this is not for me, and I have to recognize that. For me, it's a 5 out of 10, but for someone else, this very well might be like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, so kind of back on the same point as I was discussing the last song, the rhythm guitar on this track really gave me Silverstein vibes. I'm not even kidding. I think they looked up online what pedals they used, what the settings were turned to, and then they learned some Silverstein songs, and then played some of the rhythm parts on this track. I'm not even kidding. It was almost 1 for 1, and I love Silverstein, so those are bonus points in my book. But I don't know. I just could not help but point that out. It was on the money.
Yeah, yet again, another. I've at least heard some, but I'm not familiar with Silverstein's discography too well.
I'm not either.
They're a Canadian emo band from like Y2K era.
Yeah, like when it comes to emo, I'm not very well versed at all, so it makes sense.
If you know like Black Veil Brides and My Chemical Romance, you're pretty much set.
That's pretty much all I know.
All right, let's get into Port Deadwards. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
That's crazy.
Wait, that's my line.
Sorry. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
We gave this one a 7.5 out of 10.
This fucker did not read the script. Anywho, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because this is what I know. This is the kind of emo, post-hardcore that I know. This is what felt familiar.
For me, this really embodies chaos music. Oh,
yes.
Good Lord, this embodies chaos music. And it's great. The vibe in this song is great.
No, the notes that I had written for this song essentially were, this song makes me want to two-step and cry at the same time. I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to be moshing? Am I supposed to be having a breakdown right now?
Yes.
Also, who the fuck hurt you? I'm sorry.
It was Darth Vader.
Golly.
Didn't like the roses.
Nah, it was nice though. The vocals definitely got a bit more emphasis on this song, I think, than some of the previous tracks. I think they poked through the mix a little bit more. But
All right, Connor, get it out of you.
All right. I want to start off with, I bet this song would go crazy live. 100%.
For sure.
Would bet my life
Definitely.
on that fact. That being said, this is where my note about it being recorded during a concert came in. This is where I heard that the most. I was like, did they just hook up mics and play a show? And then also the ending lost me, was not for me. The it's way heavier breakdown right at the end was not for me.
It was for me. I fucking love that shit.
See, this felt closer to like Sleeping with Sirens than I would have thought it would have. To me, it's it a little heavier at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I like this one so much, because it has some familiarity to it. You know, my major emo experience is Sleeping with Sirens.
yeah, that's fair.
Maybe that's why it didn't do it for me, is because it was so outside of what this album was. It just kind of threw me off.
This is a very different track. This is, if I was going to show someone a track off this album, it would be this song.
The most different track? That makes no sense.
For if they were like, who's Heccra? What's their best song? I think I would put that one forward.
It's just funny. It's like, oh yeah, let me show you a Heccra song. It's the one that's least like the rest of them, but it's still a Heccra song.
But it's the most familiar. It's the most tie-in.
That's fair. just ironic.
It's the most willingness to it's probably the most able to bring somebody outside in.
I see what you're saying.
That's like if
yeah.
I showed you Guns N' Roses and picked like Chinese democracy instead of like knocking on heaven's door.
No, if you put on a Guns N' Roses song around me, I'm stepping out of the function.
Oh, I know.
God, no.
All right, let's move on to our next track, which is Koala Bear. Gave it a 7.5.
Hold on, I want to know what Steven's beef is with Guns N' Roses.
They fucking suck.
Curious now. Is that
They've
it?
got like 3 good songs. That's it.
I hear their
Next.
guitar player stole someone's fucking name.
Did you? I don't know if I know about that.
It's a whole bunch of bullshit. We'll get
Is
into it eventually.
Oh, okay. We're on Koala Bear, right?
We're on Koala
Yes, sir.
Bear.
6.5 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I don't think I said mine, but I might have. I don't remember at this point.
7.5?
Yeah, 7.5. Cool. Yeah, it just fucks. It just fucks. The lyrics are. I feel like this was a song I could hear him best on out of the whole thing. I think the back half of this album really shines.
Oh yeah.
There was not a single time where I felt like I was like dropping a beat or a rhythm or like not having a good time. I was bopping my head at work. And I mean, it is only 20 minutes, so it's really just like a solid warm-up workout album, and I think this is definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I agree with all of that, but also they used a bunch of Mario sound effects in
They
the
did.
background.
I thought it was on
It
crack.
was
I swear to God,
slowed down though.
Yeah.
I heard that shit and was like, no fucking way. And then I heard the fast version and said, that's exactly what that fucking was.
Yeah, like the Bowser hit noise.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I was listening to it. I didn't even hear the "Here We Go," like
Oh,
at
yeah.
all. I'm like, is that fucking Thwomp from Mario? And then right at the end, I hear the "Here We Go." I'm like, oh shit, they're doing a bunch of things with that.
Various Mario sounds in the background really make this song great.
It's the emo version of Logic's Super Mario World. No, but honestly, this song, like the vocalist, I don't know their name, of course, but the vocalist is like great. Well, I don't know if their real name's Heccra, dude. Anyways, the vocals on this song, they just display great control. So I think that I really appreciated. Just shows off a lot of the vocalist's abilities. Other than that, it's a lot more playful, I feel like, than the other songs off the album.
I think it's missing a little bit of that chaotic vibe the rest of the songs have.
That's fair. But
I think it's a little more playful, a little less chaotic.
but you like if it's all chaotic, then it's like like you just kind of come out of the album feeling a little muggy.
Mhm.
At least in my opinion, it's like if I listen to like a harder album such as this and the entire way through it's just like and I'm like, okay, I'm tired. Like I need to go listen to the Beatles now.
We've mentioned
I
the
need to go
Beatles
listen
like
to
every
Justin
week
Timberlake
since
for 3
fucking
hours.
Bug
For
Moment.
real. Like turn on my JT, I need it. Like someone please. I'm like my ears are tired, but they like I need a debrief.
This is definitely like a nice breather.
Yes, 100%.
I miss a little bit of the chaos in this song when I listen to it like by itself,
Yeah.
but in the context of the album, it does great.
Oh, hell yeah. Connor, anything else?
That's all I had.
Cool. Move on to track number 8, Bike Ride Eyes. I pronounced it right this time. And I gave it a 7.5.
Gave this one a 6 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
6.8 out of 10.
I can tell you exactly why I like this. That guitar was like straight out of Van Halen 1. It had the right levels to it. My notes say 80s plus Monster Mash plus Linkin Park, and that is that song. There was some weird synth shit going on, and it sounded like the fucking Monster Mash. And then like the vocals felt very like numb or in the end Linkin Park. So yeah, it was
Some of those Meteora vocals.
a great fucking combination.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, reading back my notes, I don't know why it had a 6. It definitely should have had a 7 written down because there's nothing negative written in these notes at all.
Whoa, hold on. Are we getting the first rate change?
This is
No.
definitely not the first
No.
rate change.
Yeah, no.
No. But my only issues with this song were how short it was. I said this would have been a really good ending to this album if they didn't have the next track.
Yeah,
Because it's like a minute and a half, isn't
But it is, yeah, it's so short. But I
Yeah.
still think even being that short would have worked really good as an ending to this album.
Yeah, it's fair.
For me, this is the song of all time. It's a song. I don't have like anything to say about it. I didn't think there was anything super great about it. I didn't think there was anything super bad about it. It's just the song.
It's just song.
It is the song of all time.
No, Carson, we're kind of the same person right now because honestly, I didn't even have any notes for this song.
It's hard to write notes for something like this short.
Yeah, I mean, I
have a
almost feel bad
paragraph,
because I was
but-
able to write some notes for the like 10-second Janet Jackson interludes last week. But no, I honestly I just feel like, and not that this is like a filler song to say because there's really no filler on this. It's a 20-minute album.
Yeah.
But also it just I don't really think it stuck out to me as much as some of the other tracks did.
Also, can we talk about the whiplash of going from an hour and a half album to
For
a
real.
20-minute album and the refreshingness of it?
Thank
Well,
God.
I wasn't here last week, so
Fuck
yeah,
you.
but
Yeah, you had to get John.
you had to go
yeah,
catch
John
John.
was so much faster than I thought I was. Also, why'd you guys send out the fucking fat dude to get the skinny, scrawny guy? You know how many barriers he can jump over that I can't?
Yeah, but you can run through them, Kool-Aid man. Just
Well,
say,
yeah.
"Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
Fucking, I can't believe John got out. Who let him off the chain?
No, for real.
Hey, don't look at me, Carson. What the hell?
Yeah, who let him clock
Yeah,
out, dude?
who suspiciously wasn't here last week and John got out at the same time?
Man, I wasn't even here this week.
Yeah, we all got to the studio before Connor. All right, let's move on to track number 9, Koala Bear, parentheses, fast version. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I gave this one a 6 out of 10.
I gave this song a 3 out of 10.
Y'all fucking suck. Oh my god. A 3?
A 3.
Whatever. 7.8 out of 10.
Yeah, no. It was just
Absolutely not. That's crazy.
I
What?
like Koala Bear. I think this ruins it. It's too fast.
No, it's funny. It's funny that you said, because you literally said Koala Bear fucks. That was my note for this version. I was like, this version fucks.
Yeah, but you prefer it over the original. I prefer the original over this one. I don't want the same song twice either.
That's fair. I get that.
I feel like this was only sped up to show off the Mario sound effects, and that's it.
I think so. That's what it. Because you can. That's where I noticed them was in this version.
Well, yeah, because they use Mario sound effects, but slowed down.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like the breakdowns definitely hit a little harder on the fast version, at least in my opinion.
I think they wrote in breakdowns though, because this song is longer.
Yeah, this,
There's
this
by
version
7
is
seconds.
longer.
7 seconds worth of breakdown. Also,
Hell
you
yeah.
you got to think 7 seconds are added on to the initial time. They sped the time up,
Yeah.
which would have cut the time originally. So it's probably like 10, 15 seconds
Yeah.
shorter.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there like a metal breakdown at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no impact. It's just a worse version.
I don't
It
know,
really
man.
is.
Y'all do be shitting on it, but like,
I would have gone for like a whiny,
nice.
screamy acoustic version of this.
ooh, a whiny version of this would be good.
Yeah, like cut out the like emo screaming and just sing the lyrics as high as you can while your voice is cracking. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a recipe.
It would hit.
We just got an interesting question, boys.
From
Just got asked from Jessie. She just asked us if we'd ever rate an album in a different language, and I think of course.
Hell
Yeah, send
I
the
got
German
two,
albums in.
I got
Yeah.
two
Alright.
on my list to put up.
So I will say we have to put a disclaimer out before we do that episode of we won't shit on the lyrics, especially because we don't know what they're saying unless
Mhm.
Unless we do know
you
what they're
speak the
saying.
language. Which if we do a German album,
I was
I'll
about to
just
say, bro,
have you
I got a couple
translate.
Deutsch rap albums on the, in the notes.
we also get in your car to go to Chipotle and are listening to German techno music the entire way.
Look, dude, it fucks.
It's a scene straight out of Super Troopers. I swear to God.
Fair.
yeah, I got at least 2 Spanish albums ready to put up.
Oh, hell yeah.
so-
Let's
I'll throw up a
go.
Bad Bunny album. Or Becky G. We can listen to Becky G. Fuck that shit up. All right, let's move to music overall. I really think this album is good, and so I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yep. Overall, I liked it. Good album. Very short. 7 out of 10.
good album. I agree. Very short. 6.5 out of 10.
Musically, a good album. A lot of good work here, but with the production issues, I think it brings down the score a little bit for me. But I'm also in the same boat, a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 was really because of the production issues. I think if they were squared away, I could really get into the album. And like I said before, it's all subjective. It's just not my production taste, and definitely is a little heavier than the music I like. But I can look past that, obviously, to review it and listen to it. But with this being 20 minutes, I think it was perfect. Like, that was the perfect amount of time for me to be listening to hardcore music and be like, I'm done. So, check mark there. It was a good runtime.
I honestly think it could be longer.
I agree with that.
Like a
Yeah,
good
I think
10,
I can see another
15
3 or 4
minutes longer.
songs.
I think certain songs should be longer, and then take out Koala Bear fast version and put another song.
That feels like it's like a deluxe album type beat.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, it does. It really does, because even when we did Riot, the acoustic version of Misery Business was only on the deluxe version.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know there was an acoustic version.
It's so much
It's
better.
so good.
Well, I know what we're listening to on the way home.
Heck yeah. Anyone else? Anything music overall?
Yeah, no, it's really just the production that holds this one back. That's all it is.
We're gonna have to produce that cover album real soon. We be shitting on production.
Yeah, we really
constantly
do.
on this
No, for real.
podcast.
We don't even have to do a whole album. We can just do one really good fucking song.
Yeah, we gotta make something real quick.
We're gonna cover. I can't say. I was gonna say something that's hard, but then I realized it's on the internet and we'll have to do it. So I'm not saying it no more.
Don't say Polyphia.
I'm
don't
not
say
saying. I was
Polyphia.
gonna say a
Leave
Polyphia
Polyphia out
track,
of
but
your
I'm not
mouth.
doing it.
Oh,
What do you
Oh, God.
complain about? I gotta record 2 guitar parts and a bass part.
I have to drum.
That's 1. I got 3.
I don't want to do that.
I don't have to do anything.
Connor gets to sing.
Yeah,
On a
sure.
Polyphia
There's no
track?
Yeah.
fucking words on it.
We'll do ABC.
I was about to say that's yeah, that's one of the 3 Polyphia tracks with lyrics.
There's a couple. Like Goose in our newest EP review. Check it out.
Ooh, plug.
All right, let's talk about Flow.
I had it at
Man.
2 in the morning. I had to
Later.
remember what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, is that one I haven't done yet? No, it is.
In Flow, I had to give it a 5 out of 10.
I give the flow a 6 out of 10.
I gave the flow a 5 out of 10.
6.2 out of 10.
The production issues, I took points off on the Flow because that's where it screwed things over.
Yep.
I think the music overall, I can look past it because I got the intent. But with the Flow, it kind of hurt. Plus, with the 4th track being not one that I could really get into. That's almost right at the middle of the album, and then you end the album on the fast version of a song I've already heard, which I think is far less good. So just a recipe for me to not think the Flow is great.
I think overall, a lot like the album has a lot of the same sound. So that in and of itself just kind of makes the flow inherently better, or just makes it more seamless on the album. I think it's a better word for it. But no, I do agree. Some of the production kind of
It's just
messes
jarring.
with the flow.
It just makes it
Exactly, jarring. That's the best word for it, in my opinion.
Plug it. I'll plug it in.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll plug it at the end.
Hey, yo.
jarring. Hey, yo, we're doing what at the end?
Don't worry, we don't talk before the podcast.
We really don't. Anyone on the other couch?
Yeah, we're still doing flow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's just those production issues. I can't give it anything higher than a 5 because of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 is
Man.
a little bit low. For
Hand him
that.
the mug. Fuck this guy.
It's a tumbler.
Yeah, the production holds it back. It's been said like 3 times already, but I think individually and like as songs they flow pretty good, but certain things take you out of it. Certain things give a little bit of whiplash. Just change the placement of Koala Fast version so they can have a real ending.
What do you think they should put Koala Fast version right next to Koala?
Yep, put it right after.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
No,
No,
it should've
take
been
it
taken
off the
and released it as a
album.
single.
Either take it off or like put Koala second or third and then throw the fast version later.
Here, watch. I'll
Don't
show you
have
the
it be
perfect
last.
trick for this. You release Koala fucking single, and it's 4 different versions. It's the
That also-
regular,
yeah.
the fast version, the acoustic version, and then fucking whatever other style techno. I don't care.
Slowed and
Techno-pop.
reverb.
Yes.
Epic version. 2 Steps from Hell version.
Fucking country version. There you go. All right, let's talk about the album art. I'm probably gonna hit you guys out of left field with this. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Damn.
Damn.
No, it was good. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. You turned it into fucking Lil Jon. What?
Okay.
Let's go.
8.7 out of 10.
Yeah, I can explain exactly
Bitch.
why I gave it that high of a rating. I am one of the very few fans of the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, and this looks like a still out of it with a guitar. And that's why I liked it so much. It's got that gritty. Also, this totally looks like they just rolled up to an abandoned house and said, "Yo, I got a Halloween mask in my car and a guitar. Let's go."
No, straight up.
Well,
Like, it
there's
looks
a
like
fucking thing spray painted on the side of the house too.
yeah, like it looks like some abandoned house, like in some suburb of Detroit or something. That these kids were like, this is the house. Like, this is where we like. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you go in the
engage
basement. There's like
tomfoolery.
melted wax all over the floor and shit.
Dude, for real, like there's a pentagram painted in that bitch, and they just stood outside with the guitar, and they're like, "Yeah, this is
There's
hard."
one painted on the
It's
side
hard.
of the house too.
The pit goes hard, bro. 6 out of 10.
I gave it an 8.
Hey, I said 6. I meant 6.5.
Oh yeah, a whole half a point more.
totally.
It makes it. You can't say that when you're the guy who will justify shit off of like 0.2.
That's exactly why I can
0.01.
say this.
7.84 because 7.85 is just way too much, and 7.83 is just not enough.
Sometimes, yes, sometimes you're right there, man.
All right, fuck it. 6.75. There you go. Is that
No,
better? You know what?
6.793.
Okay, I'll take that.
I can
I'll
fuck
do
with that.
Okay.
6.7.
I can
Okay,
fuck with that one.
6.793, my official rating.
Hell yeah. No, I'm
I
happy.
agree with the whole like horror movie thing. It reminds me of like old school horror movies, and I love it. 8 out of 10. It's super sick.
Yeah, I did like it despite the argument that just happened.
6.793. It's already been said.
Here's what
It
Connor's
has.
going to say. Something along the lines of, I still don't know how to rate album
I
art.
was,
Yeah, we'll rate it for you, bitch.
I was actually going to lead in with, I'm not going to say the line.
God damn it.
The first time.
For the first time in forever.
Yeah, killer fucking album. I'm kind of disappointed that there's not been an album in 9 years.
Yeah, wow.
Because I bet production would increase. It's inevitable. You always learn, and once you put something out, paid something, or did it yourself, you always can go back afterwards. I mean, we talked with Big Dale about it, like the older shit being kind of like, ugh. But Connor learned, and now we got Thai Lady Boys. So
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
Slaps.
hell yeah. Big thank you, Bug Moment, for
Thank
the
you, Bug
album
Moment.
suggestion. If you have not checked out our interview with them, very cool cats.
They don't play jazz, dude.
I wish they did. Can we get a jazz
Well, we
Bug
said
Moment
very
album?
cool cats. They're sweet, dude.
These
They're
cats are
sweet.
cooking.
Yeah, they're great. We had a fun time talking to them and got some really cool information that we did not know, especially because, well, they're a small big band, or a big small band.
Little big band.
Yeah, little band, big world. New TLC show for you. But yeah, thanks, Bug Moment. To the plug, I guess. Some of us cool kids are wearing merch that we've stated will happen eventually, like the Porn Stash is Back hoodie, and then we've got a couple of album book club logos. You've got our main logo, and then our low profile shirt until you look at the back of it.
Yeah, the back of it is the
back of it is-
entire full profile icon.
I will say, although mine does have the logo on the back, in production it will not, just because it's too much.
Mm.
And I would love to pull up to a frat party and see this on a bunch of people I've never met before. Big things are on the way. We've got more EP reviews in store. We've got hopefully some going to concert vlogs within the next few months. That's a little bit of the ways out. And then even more merch to hopefully come out. over the coming months.
Album book club, baby.
Yeah, we're getting bigger. Tell your mother, tell your mother's friends, tell your sister and her
They gonna
friends.
love us.
Don't tell your brother; he might hate us.
That's
But
But we love the mothers. We're mother lovers.
if I can get a pack of Gushers and Capri Sun afterwards, can we get that? I don't want Fiji water no more. I want Gushers and Capri Suns.
Really?
John.
It'd be kind of hard to like talk though with the gushers. They get like stuck to your teeth and whatnot.
Yeah, but we'll just eat them after.
Oh, that's fair.
The greatest way.
A nice, refreshing snack.
Is that couch going to talk?
We're padding for time right now. I think we got to wrap it up.
We are padding for time.
Listen, we successfully cut down an almost fucking movie-length album last week into a sizable review. I think we can go a little bit short on this one for missing like 3 songs off of what we usually review.
Yeah,
We
it's
can. But what I will say, one last time, the merch store hopefully should be up by next Friday.
Shit, it better be up tomorrow.
Hopefully it's up tomorrow. If it is, if you want to, we're doing a shirt version of this. Are we doing hoodie versions of both of those?
I think these ones, we have a different hoodie design that we just didn't get.
We have an unshown hoodie design.
Mhm.
And then I know we have some planned stuff in the future that's really, really fucking exciting. Stay tuned for videos. Keep up with us. Keep them notifications on. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hold on. Can I say one last thing before we head off the air?
Yeah.
Heccra, you motherfucker or motherfuckers, I don't know. We need more music.
Yeah, if we could get another album.
Please.
We'll review
just like an EP or something. Like this, what you got is amazing. The production issues, I'm willing to see past that. But like as we said, we know it's gonna improve. And I just want to see what's cooking in that brain of yours. Or brains of yours, depending on if there are multiple members. So please bless us with some more music. That's all I have to say. Thank you.